What a spectacular setting for a logger sports competition up here in beautiful Port McNeill, North Vancouver Island. Just before the show got started, we had a chance to talk to Miles Trevor about what to do here on Vancouver Island.
North Vancouver Island, as far as the locals are concerned, really starts around Wasp North. Campbell Riverites like to think they're North Islanders, but we think they're more in the central of Vancouver Island. We have, there's the three tri-port communities, so there's Port Alice, Port Hardy, Port McNeill. And then in that, you've got some smaller communities such as Winter Harbor on the west coast, Wasp near Nimkish Lake. Population basis, probably the largest is about 4,000 people. Port Hardy, Port McNeill is about 3,500, and with the outlying areas. So we have small communities. Most people know each other. Pretty hard not to go downtown and wave to someone you know. It's a nice, small community atmosphere. Forestry is our mainstay. Like, forestry will always be a part of the North Island. We have aquaculture, which has been growing quite rapidly and ramping up. You've got awesome salmon fishing. There's whale watching, and all kinds of sea mammals you can see, as well as eagles. And you got the estuary where you can do bird watching and stuff. Got a beautiful marina, small town, great atmosphere, great place to bring up your family.
Hey, many thanks to Miles for giving us that little introduction to North Vancouver Island. It is a spectacular place. We're getting ready to go with the obstacle pole buck and the top 4 heats.
This is Dennis Yarjo. I live in Campbell River, BC. I work for BC Hydro, and I'm a #1 competitor. Thanks.
Hello, my name's Angus Brown. I live in Port McNeill. I kill trees for a living.
Well, killing trees for a living is not the way they like to put it out here in North Vancouver Island. They're loggers, they're foresters, they are woodcutters. Anyway, we're getting set for the first heat of the OP. Dennis Yarjo taking on Angus Brown.
That's right. Last time we saw Angus Brown on lumberjacks, he was really aggressive with the obstacle pole buck. I imagine he'll slow it down here a little bit today, but he can't slow it down too much because there's some fast guys to come.
Now, it's nice to see Dennis back in the game. He doesn't compete too much in lumberjack sports anymore. He's into the wood first. Angus is behind him. Looks like Dennis has some struggles up there.
That's right. Angus, so he's making his second cut. He's trying to finish it off. Angus has got it off on the ground, and he's coming back down the pole, having a good run here in the obstacle pole. He's going to have the fastest time to beat. And not bad, 24.9 seconds for Angus.
Dennis, you were going pretty good there. What happened?
Well, I haven't run the saw in a couple years, and I used to have a lucky chip right down in here beside the gas line. And 5 or 6 years ago, I won the Canadian Championship when I fixed the saw by putting a chip in there. Well, I wasn't so lucky this year, so.
You forgot to put the chip in, or you just didn't know it was missing?
I was going so fast it blew out.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Well, not a great way to get started in the obstacle pole buck with a couple of DQs. Angus Brown also took a DQ for not getting a complete disc, along with Dennis's DQ for mechanical difficulties. Still no time to beat as we head into heat number 2. Derek POUCHNIK taking on Dougie Fulkins.
That's right, leaves the door wide open. Obstacle pole buck on the west coast, of course, very exciting. The guys have to cut with the bottom side of the bar, so they actually have to twist their hands both directions, and they all use their own chainsaws, so a lot of little modification to these saws.
They are racing saws as both guys make it to the second side of the cut there. Dougie Fulkins doing a great job. Not so sure if Derek POUCHNIK got a full disc. Look at Dougie Fulkins winning this heat with a time of 18:99. We're going to have a look at Derek POUCHNIK's cut. We're not sure if he's got a DQ or not, but I'm pretty sure he missed the cut here, and you can watch as he makes it. He doesn't meet the 2.
That's right. You see his crisscross hands. Some hard to operate the saw like that. He actually has to twist it to get the saw out. Breaks the cookie. That's going to result in a DQ as we head into Dave McLeod.
18:99. Dougie Fulkins, a time to beat. A couple of veteran competitors here. Our master in the OP is Dave McLeod. He seems to win year after year in the OP, and Kevin Stewart has won his fair share of OPs as well.
That's right. Kevin Stewart, no slouch at the obstacle pole buck. This will be a great foot race between these two guys. Watch how they keep their saw in front of them, heading up the pole. You want to make sure you've got that pull start right out in front of you so you can grab it as soon as you're across the line.
Both guys neck and neck into the wood. Kevin Stewart on the second cut right now, beating Dave McLeod at this point, and Kevin Stewart seems to come up lame here. Dave McLeod lowers the time to beat at 14:84. Kevin Stewart has some kind of an injury. I think he's going to try and make it to the finish line.
He'll be some discouraged about that, but nice to see he's actually able to walk. He must have twisted his knee in that.
Kevin, we saw what happened. Just explain to us how you feeling, exactly what happened there.
Well, it's like running down and someone cut off one of your legs. I have no idea what happened.
from talking to the physio, I guess I ripped out a hamstring or something, but it was quite a surprise and a shock more than anything.
Was it from catching a spike or something like that?
No, it was just a pulled muscle. Like, and I stretch lots. The frustrating thing is probably one of my best runs this year. So, but that's the way she goes.
And a real gamer that you are, you finished.
Oh yeah, well, you got to finish.
Thanks, Kevin.
You betcha.
Hi, I'm Nick Russell, Port McNeill, British Columbia, professional forester.
My name's Ed BRAUN Jr. I'm from Campbell River, British Columbia, and I'm a forestry engineer by trade.
Well, looked like to me anyway, Kevin Stewart was going to win that. He was about a second ahead of Dave McLeod, who clocks in and lowers the time to beat down to a 14:84 as we head into obstacle pole buck, heat number 4.
That's right. Nick Russell and Eddie Braun, both good obstacle pole buckers. I know Nick Russell's going to be some keen on this, uses speed. Already has his hand on the pull cord. He wants to get her done in the OP.
Both guys into the wood at the exact same time. Braun slightly ahead as it looks like Nick Russell is struggling with his first cut.
Oh, yeah, the close-up shows how he didn't get his cut set right the first time. Nick's made his cuts meet really well. He's down the pole, off in about 19.1 seconds.
Now, it looked like to me anyway, watching that heat, Ed Braun struggling with that cut. He did not come up with a complete disc. He goes back to using the bottom of the bar here, knocks the disc off, but you can see it's incomplete. He finishes it off, and the judges decide to give him a 22.67. I know you're a logger for a living. You probably balance on logs all the time, wearing cork boots. But you beat the field by 4 seconds in a relatively short event. How does that happen? Don't tell me it's luck.
Actually, I had a really bad cut today too. It's I think everybody out there had bad luck today, and I just had the least amount of it.
Well, that answered my question. 4 seconds is a lot in an event that only takes 15 seconds.
Yeah, it is. I run a good little saw, and I guess, like you said, I'm standing on logs all day, and it just helps to balance. If you really looked at me today, I wobbled up there pretty good, so I was just happy to finish it.
Well, got to boast a little bit here. 3 University of New Brunswick graduates finished in 3, 2, and 1 in the obstacle pole, with Dave McLeod taking first with a 14.84 seconds.